Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn. How are you doing today? I am crafting with the Cat Scrappiness mini release. This is a wedding themed release, and the die set that I'm working with to start is Bride and Groom. And it's actually really fabulous that we get so many different dies and you have a lot of different options for how to assemble them. The dress is really beautiful, nice and full. There's the optional die to have that little bit of an embellishment at the waistband, and then an optional die that gives you a different layer for the top of your dress to be sort of like sleeves, short sleeves. And so really wonderful. And of course you can use one or both or neither. And the other fun thing is I've cut out the dress from pearlescent card and the two accent pieces out of gold mirror, but you could definitely play with different pattern papers, different specialty embossed papers, and that would give you some nice texture and a different look as well. On the groom side, I'm working on the dress shirt here, and it comes with there's so much detail in these dies, it's incredible. So there are 3 different tie options. They have slightly different shapes to them, and also a bow tie as well. So you have 4 variations on neckties, and then you have the shirt collar. I assemble all of those first, and then I put the coat jacket on top of that. There's not a lot of overlap with the shirt die cut. So what I like to do is just, while my wet glue is drying, I like to just secure it with some Scotch tape from the back. So that keeps it nice and secure, and then I can attach the rest. The jacket also has a couple of different variations on the kind of the lapel, I guess, of the jacket. There's 3 different variations there too. So I think one is more of a like a suit. One is maybe more of a tuxedo, I think. So lots of different options. I'm not too familiar with menswear, so I'm not 100% sure on that. But there's also on the suit jacket die, there's 2 little pieces, and that is, I tell you, the attention to detail is phenomenal. Those little 2 dies are the shirt sleeve that would show under the jacket. So really fantastic, and you can get so much detail. Here's a close-up look when it's all assembled, and I just think it's really fantastic, and they're easy to put together, and lots of fun for things like wedding cards, engagement cards, and anniversary cards even. So lots of fun. Today, I'm gonna keep the card relatively simple, just because I think these 2 sort of wedding outfits they're really large. You can see how much room the wedding dress itself takes up on a USA 2 size card. So you could even just use this for maybe a Sweet 16 card too. I think that would be a really lovely birthday card. So I just think there's a lot of different uses for this die set. It doesn't have to strictly be wedding themed, even though the die set is called Bride and Groom. So I'm just trying to create a little nest of gold embroidery floss thread here. That's going to be a little bit of a backdrop for my the two outfits here. And so I'm just going to apply this with some glue dots. I felt like that was the easiest way to get my embroidery floss stuck down, and since the dress is going right over it, I'm going to use the same glue dots so that it's the same thickness as what's holding down my floss. And I did dot a little bit of liquid adhesive onto this as well, just to make sure that it's a nice permanent hold. These glue dots are pretty sticky, so I'm not too worried, but you just never know. So I want to make sure that I have a nice permanent stick. And I will get this down, and then I'll position the groom next to the bride here. And one thing that I like about the groom being in two pieces, where you have the pants and the jacket separate, is that it's kind of cool because you can actually sort of adjust the height of the groom. So I think that's kind of neat. It's a nice little attention to detail, where if you're making this specifically for a couple that you know, and you want to sort of represent, you know, the height difference between the bride and groom, you could totally do that, or at least suggest it. And so I kind of like having the two pieces separate in that way. And I'm wondering if it's possible to do a little bit of snipping and just sort of tailor these pieces a little to see if you can come up with different outfits for for the bride and groom. So that'll be fun, just to experiment with it a little bit, and maybe instead of a suit jacket, maybe that could be turned into like a vest that would be part of like a 3-piece suit. So just something to think about. I like to just try to experiment a little bit with my dyes, but for this one, I am going to just stick with the suit as it is, since I've already prepared it. But this is not going to be a wedding card. I actually got a comment from one of my viewers. So Margaret, this card is for you. She left me a comment on the Cat Scrappiness Say Yes video that I posted, and she said that she's been looking for a divorce card. I don't think it's something that you'll find in the stores. I don't know. I haven't checked store-bought cards in quite a while. So I decided I'm not going to make a wedding card. I'm not going to make an engagement card. I'm not going to make an anniversary card. I'm going to make a divorce card. So what I've done is I just scored the jacket, and now I'm going to fold it up as if the bride has just, you know, she's just gotten divorced. She's folding up her husband's old wedding tux, and then I have the letters just spelled out using the Cat Scrappiness stitched capital alphabet. And divorce is not a sentiment that I've ever seen on any stamp set. So I could see why it would be so hard to find the even stamp set to make a divorce card. But what I did was I just used my Dymo label to get the just divorced sentiment for my card today. And it's a little bit of a play on just married. I just thought it would be a fun card to make and something different that you can be doing with this die set, but also to show that this is one of the things that I love about card making. That is, if you can't find a sentiment that you want in stores, then you can just make it. And so Margaret, I hope this this gives you some inspiration. Everybody, I hope that you enjoyed this video as well. If you are not already subscribed to my channel, I hope you'll consider subscribing. And for all of my subscribers and members, thank you so much. I appreciate you greatly. Have a fantastic day. Bye.